What's frustrating, that leopard's been in that cave, right? This thing got knocked, but I don't know how it got knocked. Oh, we got leopard! We've got leopard.
I think the leopard is important, not so much just as one species, because it's more important than another species, but it causes us to think about nature in a holistic way.
I wanted to welcome you all to this Caucasian Cat Summit in the Heydar Aliyev Center.
We were waiting for 3 years initially from the creation of idea, but for the special Caucasus Cat Summit we were preparing for almost a year. I remember vividly the first time I saw the photographs of this leopard. It gave us hope that the population of leopard can be restored into Europe. But we need to act now.
All cat species have been assessed by the Red List. It should be noted that the Caucasian leopard is judged to be critically endangered.
It's very important for this part of the world to look at the future of the leopard in a regional sense. So it has to be a cross-border communication because cats don't know about our borders that we set up as human beings.
The leopard has been taken for granted. It has been a neglected species. We have always assumed that it will be there, that it doesn't need help.
What we're trying to do now is really raise the conservation awareness regarding leopards to put them back on the conservation map and make sure that they get the resources they need to conserve them.
We are launching what will be the first global program for the range-wide conservation of the leopard.
If you give big cats what they need, if you give them space and you give them something to eat and you give them that insulation from human threats, then cats can respond amazingly well.
Technology is going to transform the way we monitor species. Yeah, we're looking at a subspecies that's on the verge of extinction. A lot of effort's going to have to be put in to turn this around. We're going to have to hit this from all angles if it's going to be successful. If you don't have support of the communities, if you don't have support of the next generation, then we don't have much hope in conserving anything.
Conservation is generally about 20% science and conservation biology, and it's about 80% sociology.
Why, to me, is conservation so significant? David Attenborough was a huge person in my life growing up. He's based in London, he travelled around the world. He brought the natural world into our living rooms. 99% of children will never see an endangered animal in the wild. How do you tell a child to value something they will never lay eyes on? It's a platform through photography and filmmaking, we can fill that gap.
That picture of when the leopard was seen by the camera that was left there was so moving to all of us. Now we know we have them, we've got to make sure we protect them.
Too often in the conservation world, we get caught up with stats and statistics and minutiae, but really we have to connect with people, make them realize how important these species are, how important they are culturally.
I'm confident that it will move forward. Before, I knew that we need to act, but after yesterday, I think there is no way that it will not happen. I think it will happen, and the leopard will be saved.
The IUCN Red List must not be seen as the end of the line for species. It must mark the beginning of a new chapter in the story of conservation successes. Thank you very much.